Hi Jen, it's Kat, and I had a video already recorded for you, and I was gonna upload it tomorrow, but I recorded it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And tonight I was supposed to go out and do stuff, and I didn't, and so I was just gonna stay home and watch videos, and so that's what I started doing. And I came across your The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and I instantly started to cry because I know exactly how you're feeling. When my mom passed 7 years ago, it'll be 7 years in February, within 6 months, I had to, or within 6 months, I had to pack up her home and move out. It sold within 6 months. I had to put it on the market right away because, it was a probate. So, and I had siblings that anyway, so I had to sell the home. There was no way I could afford to buy it. It was in good condition. It was worth keeping. If I had had the means to keep it, I probably would have. Now that I look back, maybe it was probably better that I didn't, but it was really, really not. It was hard. This isn't coming out very fluid like I hoped it would. You're not crazy. That's the number one thing I can tell you, is you're not crazy. It isn't just a house, because it's just like you said, it was your home, and your mom was your home. And I guess it wasn't the same when I lived there after she died. It wasn't the same. Everywhere I looked, there was a memory, and sometimes it was comforting and sometimes it was not, because I knew in the future there would never be. I'm supposed to be helping you here. Anyway, it's been 7 years for me. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning or not, but yeah, it's been 7 years. It will be 7 years in February. And it still hits me. Just like you said, out of nowhere, it'll hit you and go, oh my God. I'm like, she's not here. And I do that even to this day. I just did it the other day. I went, wow, it's been 7 years. I've been on this planet without the one most important person in my life for 7 years. And you're gonna have moments like that. It's not gonna be as intense, I will promise you that. It was hard to walk out that door, because I literally did not have a home. I was homeless at that point. I wound up having to move to Texas for a while, and then once everything was settled, then I was able to have the money to come home. But it was probably the second hardest thing I had to do. First I had to say goodbye. I didn't say goodbye to my mom. I said I'd see her later. I refused to say goodbye because I don't think it's forever. I think, and but yeah, having to walk out that door was not easy. And I went into every single room, and I stood there for a few moments, and I looked around, and I just took it all in. But I'll tell you, I've cried over, to me, it was the stupidest things. It was the silliest things. But in reality, they weren't. And one of them was, we were cleaning out the storage, and we didn't have room, or something happened to where we had to keep her bed. And unfortunately, my mom smoked a lot, and her bed was not something we could keep. It wasn't hygienic to keep it. And so we had to throw it away. And so I was okay with that. I understood it. I got the process. It was all good in my head. I knew it had to happen. And so we're doing some other things in storage, and my roommate was like, hey, go ahead and, can you go ahead and take this to the trash? And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. And I was fine until I got up to the dumpster, and there was her bed. The bed that we sat on and we laughed on, and she was curled up with my nephew on. I mean, it's not the bed, it's the memories attached. It's the energy attached to these items that make us break down. And I felt like such an idiot. I was like, I'm crying over a mattress. And my roommates are very sweet. They're like, no, you're not. You're crying over the memories attached to the mattress. So that made me feel better. So I know this isn't exactly uplifting, but I just wanted to tell you that I'm there with you, and it doesn't matter how many years goes by, you're gonna have moments where you miss her. You're gonna miss her every day. You're never gonna get over this. You're gonna get through it. It's gonna get easier, but you're never gonna get over it. Now I'm all sniffling in front of the camera. My original email was not this mushy. It was really email. Listen to me. My original video to you was not this mushy. I was trying to tell you, like, you're not crazy. It is gonna get easier. That feeling of dread when you think about her not being here anymore will go away. But you will have those moments, and they'll come out of nowhere where you're like, wow, it's been, I'm sure you're saying it now, it's been a year. And I did that the whole time. Like, it's been 3 days. It's been a week. It's been 2 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. I went through this for I would say the first year I did this. Like, oh my God, it's been 3 months. Oh my God, it's been 6 months. And, because you're with that person for however many years old you are when they passed. And I think I was 34. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Something like that. I was 33. Yeah, 33 when she died. And don't let anybody ever tell you that you should be over it by now. Don't ever let anybody tell you that it's been a certain amount of time, you should be doing better, or you're doing awesome. You're doing so, so good. The first year that my mom died, I gained weight. Granted, I was, moving to Texas and then coming home 3 months later, and then deciding almost to move to Texas again, and driving cross country, and then realizing it was too soon for me to do such a huge endeavor. And so coming back home, driving across country, living in a hotel, it was definitely not, it was probably not the healthiest thing. And so then when we finally did settle into the apartment I'm in now, I fell into a depression, and I didn't know I was in the depression until I started to come out of it. And when I finally did come out of it and realized where I was 250 pounds. And I've only lost 25 of that since then. No. Yeah. Like less than 25 pounds of that. And it's been 7 years. I've got some issues. But you're doing awesome. I mean, you're losing so much weight, and you're doing so good, and you're doing it all naturally. And I have no, everybody has their own thing. And, but I think you're doing awesome, and I wanted to give you kudos for giving us these midnight videos and being honest. And if it helps you keep on track, then keep doing them. Honestly. And I will cry with you. I may not always do a video response to them, but I will cry with you, and I'll leave a comment. And I'm available if you ever want to Skype or anything like that and vent that way. I'm totally available for that, because there are going to be people that will feel bad, and then there's some people that, unless they've gone through it, they don't understand it. They just won't get it. They're not going to get that you're crying over something that to them is just an object. You know, there was a lot of problems when I packed at my mom's house because we needed the help, and I sprained my ankle, I think it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks after she died, and then I lost my job. It's just, I'm hobbling around this 3-bedroom, 2-bath house trying to pack it up. And so we had some friends come over, and one of them just didn't get it. He just didn't get it. And he's like, why are you keeping this? And it's like, because I want to keep it. It means something to me. You know, not understanding that I was letting go of a lot. I'm a pack rat, but I let go of a lot of stuff, and this guy just didn't get it. And I don't think really any of my friends truly understood what I was going through, because none of them had lost like I had. Because when I lost my mom, I lost my dad all over again, because I was 2 when he died, so I didn't really, I got it, and I missed him, and I missed out on having a dad. But I was like, well, mom's here, and that's great. And even though dad wasn't going to be there for certain things, mom was going to be there for certain things, and she was, but she wasn't there for the major things that I wished she would have been there for. And so now I won't have either parent at these, maybe these events will never happen, so I won't have to worry about it, but if it does happen, you know, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, and do some sort of special ceremony or something in honor of them not being there, but it still hurts, you know. So I think I've rambled way too much, and snookered and wiped my nose plenty. But overall, I just wanted to say, you're not alone, and I get it, and I'm here, and you rock, and keep it up, and do these midnight vents, and keep away from the pizza guy. Yeah, keep away from him. They're evil. Very, very evil. Oh, they do deliver salad, though. Just FYI. I don't know about where you are, but over here, they will deliver salad. So, you know, if they have a minimum, order 2 salads and eat the other one the next day. And then, yeah. So that way, if you want to order from the pizza people, you can. Just don't order pizza. I know, I'm crazy. I'm going to go now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.